Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and I am the Program Senior Manager with Girl Scouts in Nassau County. Today we are going to make paper rockets. Before we get started, let's say the Girl Scout promise. 3 fingers, right hand. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Today's activity will fulfill created on the Girl Scouting at Home patch. You can visit our website, GSNC.org, to find this, print it out, hang it up in a place where you're going to see it, and check out all of our other virtual programming. Let's get started. You are going to need a scissor, some paper, preferably construction paper. I personally don't have construction paper, so I'm using some colorful printer paper. If you don't have any printer paper or construction paper, you can also use magazine paper. It works the same. You will also need some tape, and you will need a straw. It can be a plastic straw. I would love it if you have a reusable straw or a paper straw. Our first step is to fold the paper into fourths. So that means you fold it in half. Fold it in half. You're going to take that half and fold it in half again. Open it up. You'll see that it's in fours. There's 4 equal squares. Now that our paper is folded into fourths, we are going to cut along the folds. We are going to take one of those fourths and a straw, and we're going to roll it tightly around the straw. Like so. See how I'm rolling it nice and tightly around the straw? Hey, I got a joke for you. Why did the sun go to school? Because it wanted to be brighter. All right, keep on rolling it nice and tight around your straw. Perfect. Like so. You see how it is? So now that the paper is rolled tightly onto the straw, take a piece of tape and put it on. I say you can just put this one piece going around it, like so. Going this way, around it. There you go. Then take another piece of tape. You might have to do this in 2 pieces, it's okay. And you're gonna tape it from the top down along the bottom. If you have colorful tape, you can use that. I don't recommend duct tape because it'll be a little too heavy. But maybe you have painter's tape or any other colorful tape. You can use that. I'm gonna put one more on. From the bottom on up. So now you have this nice and taped on, nice and flat, and you're going to pull it off so you have a long tube like so. The next step we're gonna do is we are going to pinch the top like so. We're going to get it nice and flat. Do you see how it's nice and flat on top, pinched down? And then you're going to grab your tape and put another piece of tape right over. Like that. If your tape is wider than the piece of paper, you can just give a little snip on top like this and like this. Fold them down like so, and then fold them over and around. So it looks like this. You see how it's nice and flat on top? You do want to make sure that your tape covered the whole top nice and tightly. Like so. There's nice, there's no opening, air can't get through. Our next step, you're going to fold one of those forts into half again, like this. And we're gonna cut a triangle right across here, right here. Like that. And then lay your triangle on the other piece like this, and you're gonna cut again, so that this will help you make sure that they're roughly the same size. Now you have triangles. We're gonna open them up so it's a bigger triangle, like so. Now, if you feel like your triangle is too large, you can trim it down, but the triangle or the fin will go at the bottom of the rocket. So you see how good that size is versus this one that's really big. So I trimmed it down, trimmed this one down to make it smaller like this. This part might be a little bit tricky, and it's absolutely okay to ask an adult for some help. So we're gonna take a piece of tape, a tiny piece of tape, like so, and cut it in half. I like to leave it stuck on there and then peel it off later on so I don't lose it. You are going to take that fin and you are going to tape it on to the rocket from the bottom up. You don't want the tape to cover the hole at the bottom, so move it up just a little like this. Do you see where my piece of tape is? It's right here, right there. Put a piece of tape, and that other piece of tape that you left on your scissor, put it right on top. And press it on down. So you can tell how it's just flat like that. That doesn't seem like it will be helpful when we shoot the rocket off. So you can fold it a little like this. You see the difference? And fold this one like this, and then push that piece of tape back down. So it looks something along the lines of this. Do you see how I folded it? I know this color's a little hard to see, but you're gonna fold it along. You're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So you're gonna take a little tiny piece of tape, cut it in half, like so. Take your fin, tape it on. Wanna leave some space from the bottom. Tape it on like that. Take your other piece of tape, tape it on like this. Do you see how it's starting to look like a rocket? Push your tape down, fold it in a little bit, fold it in a little bit. And there you go, you got wings, fins onto your rocket. Do you see how it's starting to look like a rocket? Joke break time. How do you know if the moon had too much to eat? When it's full. Why did the cow go in a spaceship? Because it wanted to see the moon. What do planets read? Comet books. What is an astronaut's favorite candy? A Mars bar. How much does the moon cost? $1 because it has 4 quarters. Well, there we have it. Here is our paper rocket. Simple enough, right? But you might be asking, Sarah, how do I shoot this rocket off? Well, remember the straw that we used before? You are going to take your straw and you're going to put it back onto your rocket like so. And you're gonna go outside and test it out. Come on, let's go. Now that we're outside, we are going to take our paper rocket and our straw. We're gonna put the rocket into the straw like so. And on blast off, we are going to blow into the straw and shoot our rocket off. So on 3, 2, 1, blast off! Wow! How did your rocket turn out? Do you have to make any changes to it? I actually had to make 3 until this one came out the way that I wanted it. You might have to change up your fins, change the paper. Maybe it was having a tough time coming off the straw and you actually have to start all over again, which is okay, because remember, I did it 3 times. Maybe the tape wasn't on tight enough or you need some more tape. And that's okay. That's part of the whole process of being a scientist, right? You got to try things until they work. Making changes is okay. Thanks for joining me today on making a paper rocket. I want to hear all about your rocket. So I want to know how fast it went, what it looked like, how far it went, how high it went. You can send us videos or pictures at marketing@gsnc.org. You can also tag us on social media. Well, I hope to see you at more of our virtual programming. You can find all of that listed at gsnc.org or on the OLC. I hope to hear from you soon.